great thing about modern racing games is that they have such an incredible level of detail that they are apparently offering you a fantastic insight into what it's like to do it for real. The dangerous side effect of that, though, of course, for idiots like me, is that we start smugly believing that we'd be fine doing it for real. And today, I'm about to find out just how dangerous that is.
Regular viewers may recall that Eurogamer TV has met Mr. Ken Block before. Back at the 2009 X Games in LA, the smiling car assassin took on Eurogamer at Dirt 2 before going on to tackle The Jump. The game was largely a triumph, described in its 8 out of 10 review as an absorbing and technically accomplished experience from start to finish. The X Games were the big addition last time, but for Dirt 3, the major new feature is based on something a little closer to home. Gymkhana and Ken go hand in hand. Does Eurogamer? Only one way to find out.
Quite literally about to sign my life away.
Next, it was time to kit up. As you can tell, I'm a natural.
Countdown now, I'm a couple of minutes away from my race with Ken. Can't hear a thing in this helmet. A little bit nervous now, mouth's getting a little dry. Lots of people around. It's going to be emotional. This D looks calm.
CodeMasters, as always, justifiably trumpeted the precision of Dirt's handling. What Gymkhana does for the first time is give gamers a wide open playground in which to push each vehicle to its limits. And we're about to discover exactly what that entails.
It's starting to dawn on me now exactly what I've signed up for here. But not only am I strapped in, you've also, if you look around the car, you've got all of these cameras dotted around, which are, I think, have the specific purpose of capturing the look of abject fear and terror in my eyes as I go around.
After making me sweat for a few more minutes, Ken finally takes his seat.
Ken, how you doing? Good to see you. Nice day for a drive.
Shall we go for a spin then? As he roars around the circuit, it feels less like being driven and more like being thrown around inside a giant tumble dryer. One last flick of the steering wheel and my ride comes to a dramatic conclusion.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Wow, just the sense of speed was just incredible, lurching from side to side. Towards the end of it, you really got the smell of burning rubber as the tyres were tearing up. Really cool bit where you swung around and you got lined up a load of boxes. So you smashed through the boxes, the cardboard box were kind of flying everywhere. Wow, that was epic. Woo!
After all that, I needed a sit down.
I've experienced it firsthand. What Ken's like, he's quite a driver, and and let's be clear, the course out there, Battersea Power Station, it's what's in the game.
Yeah, we've tried to mimic it as closely as possible today. So the barrels, driving under the lorry, doing the spin dryer, all of that stuff is stuff that you can do in the game in Battersea. It was something we actually wanted to do for Dirt 2, but because Gymkhana was only really starting to kick off, we didn't really get the chance to drop it in at a late stage. So with Dirt 3, we managed to get it in and do it properly.
Doing it properly means, of course, bringing in the experts. And working alongside Block as an advisor is pro rally driver Chris Meek.
Well, we're standing in front of the Battersea Power Station track, and I've already had my ride with Ken this morning, which was extraordinarily exciting. We can see some of the marks on there, just showing the precision. Just I suppose first, just give us an idea of the level of technical skill required to do that course.
Technical skill and a hell of a lot of practice, but Ken Block is a master at it, and watching him here today, It is surreal. You know, you get a little bit of an impression what he can do off the Gymkhana videos, but when you actually see it in real life, it is pretty special.
And obviously, I mean, you work as a consultant on the game and you advise them to help them get a more realistic and accurate rally driving experience. How good a job do you think they're doing of capturing it?
Incredible. I honestly think Dirt 3 is going to blow everyone away. It's just the next evolution, the next step in realism. You know, you're getting away from talking about simulation and talking about realism. It is getting you know, a true replica of what the cars feel like.
What have you actually improved for Dirt 3?
I think one of the biggest areas and most visual areas that we've improved on is introducing weather. So we had the weather tech from Formula 1, and we've just taken that to the next level. So we've also got rain, but we've also got snow. And the different surface types that we have in Rally and the other events also means that rain will react with mud different to how it reacts with gravel and how it reacts with tarmac. So the player's got to learn to deal with all these different friction coefficients.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of days over the past year at CodeMasters, and we're lucky enough to have one of the D-Box simulators there. And to be honest, when I get in and I get zoned in, I get arm pump, you know, and I start sweating, and all I want to do is hit restart for one more go.
So there's the all-new Gymkhana mode and a bigger focus on rally driving. Further filling out the package are social media features designed to showcase your driving skills in the same way Ken Block himself has in his rise to internet stardom.
With our YouTube upload feature as well, you can actually do what Ken does, stick it up on the internet and let people see just how great your Gymkhana skills actually are. It's really up to you how you send that information around, so if you want to put it up on your social media networks, then that's absolutely fine, and it spreads the word of the game, and it means that people that wouldn't normally know about Dirt 3 will start seeing it on their friends' Facebook profiles and, you know, might go out and buy the game.
For someone that's never yet signed up for the Dirt series, then why should they be excited about Dirt 3?
Okay, so Dirt 3 is the culmination of what we've been working on for these next generation consoles. It brings all of the professional motorsports attitude from Dirt 1 and all of the cheekiness and cool from Dirt 2, and it wraps it up in a really neat package. It is the definitive game of the series. If you're really interested, which you should be in Dirt 3, then you should definitely go out and try it.
Dirt 3 hits Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 on May the 24th.